Jesus met a woman who was bent over. She had hunchback. And when Jesus approached her, Jesus said something very strange. You know, medical science have a name for it. But when Jesus came, Jesus told us, he said, ought not this woman, being a daughter of Abraham, who has been bound by Satan these 18 years, be let loose? Who has been bound by Satan these 18 years, be let loose? And he said, woman, thou art loose. And instantly the woman stood upright. So what did Jesus do? It was a game of authority. There was another spirit exercising authority over the woman, and Jesus came with a superior authority. The moment he loosed the woman by breaking the authority of that spirit over the woman discovered that her bones were not bent. It was actually a demon pressing her down, and she could naturally stand up. What happened? The one with authority was cast out. In Acts chapter 10 verse 38, the Bible said how God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about healing all that were oppressed. Not all that were beaten by malaria. Not all that had cancer. Not all that had accident. He said healing all. Hope you remember, some of the people Jesus healed were sick by natural effect. But even though their sickness came by natural effect, the Bible said healing all that were oppressed of the devil. That means everybody Jesus healed was oppressed of the devil. You now ask the question, what about those who fall sick by natural accident, by natural issues, or by natural happenings? That's the indirect way the devil brings sickness on people. The reason is because when he took Adamic authority, he took over authority over the earth realm. He took over authority of the earth realm. So when the devil cannot attack you directly, the devil can manipulate situations. And those situations will be so staged that you will find yourself as a victim in between. It's because the devil took authority over nature. That's why people have accidents. That's why that's why water, river can overflow. That's why earthquakes can happen. Because he is now the governor of the earth realm. And because he rules the earth realm, he can manipulate situations to make you a victim. So whether you had that issue by accident or you had that issue because a demon was oppressing you, it is all an oppression of the devil. And when we show up, the first point of contact is the devil. When you know this, you will be ready to take the first step into divine healing. And that first step is that you will begin to wage war over demons. So you wake up in the morning, your head is aching. Before you begin to think about the pain, you first of all search around any demon playing around your head. You begin to deal with the matter from the foundation of the problem. If you are going out and your car is about to slip from the road, you will know that a demon is about to play around you, either directly or indirectly. So what that will do for you is that there will be a holy anger against the devil. That's why the Bible said, because thou lovest righteousness and hated iniquity. So anything that is not God's perfect will for your life will enrage you against the devil. Many people are sick today because they are calm. They are going through crisis. They say, well, it is well, I will be fine. There is nothing well. If you don't wake up to rage against the devil, it will start from a simple symptom of pain in your belly. And after a while, they will say it's ulcer. After a while, they will say your intestines are ruptured. After a while, they will say it has something to do with your organs. Why? Because when it started, you handled the devil with kid's glove. And the devil knows that, okay, this one is not ready for war. And because this one is not ready for war, I've taken 1 centimeter. Let me take 100 meters. If it doesn't wake up for war, okay, I've taken 100 meters. Let me take 1,000 kilometers. And it begins from headache to tumor in the brain. And it goes from tumor in the brain to grave. Because the person did not know that even though it looks like a natural occurrence, the devil is involved. But when a man understands that every sickness is a product of the work of the devil, the moment the least thing happened to him, he wakes up in anger. He wakes up in aggression. Such a man, even the devil knows that coming around his borders is a risk. And the moment you begin to live like that, you will discover that affliction will begin to minimize around you. Because you went out and you fell. And you came to the house, you say, I fell. Because you fell, you will torment every demon in that neighborhood for 1 month. Next time, if you want to fall, demons will help you. Because you were coming out of your gate. Your car brushed the gate. What? My car brushed. Next time, as your car brushed the gate, every accident in that neighborhood for the next 6 months, because of your intercession, you will stop them. So because the devil knows that anything that happens to you now frustrates their territorial agenda, they will mount demons to guard your house. You think it's only angels that guard men? There are some men that they want demons from the demonic realm. Don't go near this one. If you go near him, every plan we have for Abuja will fail. So if it will affect you, they will ask every demon, don't go there. Because if you touch that man, if you take one from him, he will take 10,000 from the devil. If you take 2 from him, he will take 100,000 from the devil. And because the devil has calculated and discovered that it is better not to touch this man, because if I touch him, he will come out of it, and he will not just come out of it. The impact will now overwhelm me. Let us leave him alone. People have medical explanation for their crisis. That's why they remain where they are. Everything that happens to them, they begin to explain biochemistry and physiology, anatomy. And the way they talk it, I've become wise.